Welcome back to Deep Dive Station 6 with Andrew and Charissa. Today, your mission, well, if you choose to accept it, is to imagine wielding this, cosmic ring that can manifest anything your mind desires.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But then you use it to counterfeit a $20 bill at a Midwest diner. We're diving into DC Studios and HBO's highly anticipated series Lanterns, which is dropping August 16th, 2026 on HBO and HBO Max.
Which is super exciting.
It really is. And usually you hear comic adaptations and promise yourself massive CGI battles. But digging into these sources, this feels like a gritty true crime detective story where the superpowers are actually a liability.
Yeah, and that contrast is exactly what makes this so intriguing. Like showrunner Chris Mundy, he isn't interested in these, deep space armadas.
Right, totally.
But he's building this grounded, really timeless drama around a murder in the American heartland. And you have directors like James Hawes and Stephen Williams using...
Oh, they're brilliant.
They really are. They use all this shadow, claustrophobic framing, and just really nuanced visuals to tell a layered story. They're forcing these cosmic figures to do grueling human police work.
Right, but I have to ask, how do you actually ground magic rings in the dirt of the Midwest? Sure, a laser beam can blast an alien ship out of the sky, but it can't force a corrupt small-town sheriff to confess to a murder, you know? It's like the magic is essentially rendered useless by the complexity of human psychology.
Precisely. A green construct can't solve a psychological thriller, which honestly brings us to the cast.
Yeah.
Because they're surrounding Kyle Chandler's Hal Jordan with prestige dramatic actors like Linney.
Oh, she's amazing.
Right, and Kelly Macdonald and Jason Ritter, rather than your typical action stars. The creators are loudly signaling that this isn't some punch fest. It's a character study of a broken town.
And then there's Nathan Fillion in the mix, adding a whole different flavor. But the core is that classic Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart dynamic, played by Kyle Chandler and Pierre.
Pierre is so good.
He's a powerhouse. If you saw him leading Netflix's Rebel Ridge or, his work in the Underground Railroad, you just know he carries this immense physical and emotional gravity.
Yeah, he brings such intentionality to his roles. He maximizes every single resource he has on screen. It's very tactical kind of acting.
Yeah.
And actually, speaking of resource management and maximizing what you have, that connects perfectly to what Canadian Tire is doing right now.
Oh, nice pivot. The $150 CT Money online exclusive offer.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's a great tool to have in the belt. So, if you apply for the Canadian Tire Triangle MasterCard before May 21st, 2026, and make a qualifying purchase...
either in-store or online.
Right. Within 30 days at participating retailers, you get rewarded.
It's a fantastic new card member bonus exclusive. That $150 bonus CT money gets added directly to your rewards account within 5 weeks. Yeah, so please visit www.triangle.canadiantire.k to learn more about the Canadian Tire Triangle MasterCard. It's all about strategic resource management, which, ironically, brings us right back to how Hal Jordan is managing his power ring in this series.
Right, because we all know the traditional Hal and John dynamic from the comics, but here, the power balance is entirely warped. Hal isn't just an arrogant hotshot, he's actively suppressing John.
Yeah, it's intense.
In the teaser, there's that incredibly tense moment where Hal flat out refuses to let John use the ring, snapping that it'll happen, quote, over my dead well freaking body.
But then the show undercuts that tension with this dry humor. Just a beat later, John deadpan accuses Hal of using the universe's greatest weapon to counterfeit money.
I laughed out loud at that.
Right. Or Hal whining about being the only human lantern and having to work with an alien squirrel.
It's hilarious, but honestly, looking at how harsh Hal is with John, it kind of reads like a deeply toxic workplace apprenticeship. Is Hal gatekeeping this ultimate power to protect John from the darkness of the job?
See, I actually don't think it's protection at all. I think Hal is terrified.
Really?
Yeah. The ring is fueled by willpower. And if Hal is losing his grip on this gritty Earth murder, he might be suppressing John just to maintain his own illusion of control. The ring demands absolute emotional discipline.
Wow, that makes sense.
It's a brutal vetting process because the stakes of failing are just catastrophic.
So we aren't just watching a whodunit. If Hal is desperately gatekeeping the ring, we're actually watching a psychological thriller where superpowers are treated as a terrifying burden, not a gift.
That's the real takeaway here. This adaptation strips away the superhero fantasy to explore raw human vulnerability. In the teaser, there's this haunting, repetitive voice echoing one simple question: are you afraid?
Oh, that really lingers. It makes you wonder, what does it truly mean to be completely fearless when you aren't fighting some CGI monster, but you're staring down a very real Earth-based darkness?
Something to ponder before August 16th.
Definitely. Well, we want to thank the listeners for tuning to Deep Dive Station 6 and join us again. Until then, take care, keep listening, and keep chiming.